Yes, well, I attended St Pat's as a student from 1967 to 72, and my father previously attended the college, as did my three brothers and my four sons. So we've had a long and great association with St Patrick's College, of which we're very, very proud. And post my life at school and during my work as a local accountant, and when my sons were at the college, I sought to become involved firstly in the finance subcommittee and then at the board, and I chaired the foundation, I think, for about 18 years also. Well, I think that in business life you're always coming in contact with a wide variety of people, and it's amazing how many people you run into that you either went to school with at St Pat's or who were former old collegians as well, and there are many, many instances where that happens during the course of business life. So it always comes back to discussions about where did you go to school, and it's amazing the number of people that you do come across that attended the college. Perhaps not so much one person, but a large number of people, because all the teachers showed a great interest in the students, and I think that you end up becoming close to a few of them, and they certainly influenced you in relation to having a work ethic and performing to your best where you could. Well, they're most important because in my role as chair of the foundation, I was involved in those bursaries, and there are a large number of them each year. And those bursaries are very important because they enabled a number of families to have their sons attend St Patrick's College, whereas otherwise financially they may not have been able to afford to do so. So the awarding of those bursaries was very, very important. The Chris Young Fund, all credit to the former classmates of Chris who've worked very hard to establish this fund, and it does great work, raises a lot of money, and does great work to ensure that the name of Chris is not also remembered, but great work done to help people in need. Well, the Chris Young Fund supports mental well-being, and each year the committee that oversees that fund holds a breakfast at the college, and it's always sold out, and they have a guest speaker on mental health, and it's extremely well attended, and they do raise a lot of money to go towards assisting students in relation to mental health issues. Well, the Old Collegians Association holds a very important part in the college, and over the years it's conducted many, many functions to raise funds for the college, some of those of which you've mentioned. You only have to look at the number of activities that the ACA conducted, in particular the 125th year celebration of the college, which we held at the MCG, where we attracted in excess of 450 people. That was an outstanding success and raised considerable funds for the college as well. The pavilion that we have is a great space, a great asset for the college, and that was able to come to fruition through the hard work and fundraising efforts of many old collegians, and of course led ably by the late Mark Waddington, who was a great person for St Pat's. Well, I think the college can be proud of empowering many students who've gone on to become leaders in the business community and government, and really in all walks of life. St Pat's sets standards and encourages students to achieve their highest level and provides assistance all the way through their college life. And it's fair to say that the college is also in touch with a lot of students post their school years, bringing them back to talk to current day students. Well, I think the ethic of hard work is always well, certainly tried to be instilled into students, and that's not always possible, of course, but certainly a hard work ethic and the idea of never giving up, even when perhaps you may be looking to failure in some respects. But there's always been a positive attitude conveyed to students through teachers and leaders at the college. Well, I think that when you're at school, time passes quickly, so to be involved in as many aspects of college life as possible and to participate in some of the organisations within the college, I think it furthers the students greatly. Well, I think the students are surrounded by a lot of care today, and I think that that's been enhanced over the years, and I think there's more specific roles, and specifically teachers and people who are leaders within the college who are assigned to positions of care to make sure that students are looked after and they have somewhere to go. Well, I think St Pat's has provided a well-rounded education for students, and they don't differentiate between any one particular student, and I think everyone's on the same level playing field and all students are afforded the same opportunities at St Pat's. And there's an exceptional level of guidance and care afforded to students nowadays at St Pat's. I think they're all great core values, and each one should resonate with the students of St Pat's. Values guide the school as it grows and forms the messages that a school wishes to convey. I think that all four are so important, and each one instills into our students very important values for their life after school. Students who embrace these values are bound to make our students great men as they move on from SPC, and we've seen the college produce many great leaders in our community over a long period of time. Well, obviously a school as large as St Pat's, and having been here for so many years, both as a student and then on various committees and boards, you tend to make a lot of relationships with people over differing years. Being involved in the college post my school days for many years, I was able to develop and maintain a lot of relationships with a large number of people, and you're forever running into someone who's been to St Pat's, and it's amazing how when you get talking to them in general life as to how highly they do regard the college. Well, I no longer serve on any committees nowadays, but I still do attend Old Collegians functions both in Ballarat and Melbourne, and those functions are always very well attended, and I think it just shows that people still do want to have a connection with the college, and the Old Collegians functions in Melbourne that are held on the first Friday of each spring, they're great functions, and they're usually well attended by about 30 to 50 past students. Well, it's always important that we preserve history and we're able to relate to people as to what's happened in the past and what's gone on to make this college such a great place. There may have been some bumps over the years, but there's been many great leaders come through this college, and I'm sure many to come that will guide the college, and history is something that we should always be proud of and work hard to preserve.
Thank you.
Well, I think there's a great opportunity with the growth in the population base in Ballarat out to the west that perhaps St Patrick's College could establish a junior school from prep through to year 7 and then preserve the Sturt Street campus for years 8 to 12. This would enable us to have create a vacuum of students coming through the college and provide a natural recruiting ground for students of the future. It would also then, by having Year 7s away from Sturt Street campus, provide additional space for us to grow the numbers in Years 8 to 12. And I think that some pre-planning into the future such as that is very important. Well, I think that it'd be great for St Pat's to be regarded as the #1 school for parents to send their sons to. And I think that the school will continue to produce great leaders, and I'm sure that with the leadership we have at the college at present, and I'm sure going forward that that's going to continue. The well-being of our students has always been at the forefront, and I'm sure with that in mind going forward, we're going to produce many great men into our community. Well, probably the negative stigma that we've endured over the past years, and I'm sure that hopefully that will be eradicated as years go by, and I'm sure with continued good governance of the school and the safety accorded to our students would see that happen. Faith provides a direction and has us believing that good things can happen. And I think that we must have faith that the college will continue to prosper under excellent leadership and provide the best outcomes for students of the college. And I think that we've had a history of having great leaders here at the college, and hopefully that can continue. I think it's important that students who are leaving the college over the next couple of years do remain in contact with the college as they move on to life, whether it's at university or into the workforce, because you'll always find that you're going to come across some former students of the college, and the college has been a great breeding ground for great leaders in our community, and you will benefit by staying in touch with the college and resonating with the people with whom you went to college with, and with also the leaders that have assisted you at the school.